Unit 4, last essay video. This is the first time you have seen me clean, and I know that sounds really bad, but you caught me on a wash day, so just gonna go ahead and dive in. Unit 4 had 3 chunks that stuck with me or that I was easily related to. The glancing is going to be me looking at my notes post-COVID. My brain fog is awful. Internet dating, the deception side of that in particular, cyber stalking, and cyber bullying. My takeaways from these chunks, or what had the most stickability with me. Unfortunately, I dabbled in the online dating scene. Luckily, for the sake of this little discussion, I can relate to the deception and the tactics used for when people are trying to squander money or get you to let them send you money, give them your bank account, etc. I literally own a subscription, which I didn't think about until recently, that I still pay for that for no reason. But I own a subscription to a background checking forum or system so that I could background check the people that I was going on a date with or potentially going to go on a date with before I met them in real life as a single mom, and as an educator and a younger female. I often get dubbed sweet and innocent. Not saying that, I'm not sweet or that I'm not innocent, but my kind, usual demeanor is often taken as stupid. Something I'm okay with because I like to pleasantly surprise people that I have a brain to back it up most days. But I really found that is huge. That is the next gateway for people to have schemes and basically thrive on the loneliness of other people. And I mean, when you're getting that attention at first, it does feel like, oh, okay. And then you're like, wait a minute. Your spidey senses start to tingle, and you know that it's if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Wasn't my cup of tea, needless to say. That did not last long. Cyber stalking. This is going to relate directly to the internet dating. I am guilty of doing that. Maybe not in the aggressive sense or actually reaching out, but did I look up the people that I was going to go on a date with before I had the background thing, and even probably after? Yes. Most people's social media, if they're being true to their actual identity, paints an okay picture of what you're interested to. And if you have your family on there, normally it's pretty clean. I know some friends that just don't care. But for me, it's a pretty good description of who I am as a person. I share things that are relevant to me and my family, and things that I like, and teachery things, and communication things, and lifting things. So you get a pretty good picture of who I am as a person. Now, the funny thing is that I didn't realize that I was cyber stalking. I like to call it research. And anytime I was matched with somebody, my friend, who is basically qualified to work for the FBI with her research skills, would dig them up and find anything that I would find alarming. I don't know how she got through some of the loopholes of not being friends with them, but she did. So there are loopholes out there, and my sketchy friend definitely knows how to do them. At least she used them for good. I could see where this would become obsessive. And back to the internet dating is I had a fellow that I was going to go on a date with, got creepy vibes, and I decided not to. Was friended on social medias, all of them somehow, and what kept trying to be pursued. And after, enough was enough, I finally blocked him or whatever, and he disappeared. But I definitely could see how it could escalate quickly for people that do not take no well for an answer. Which The last piece is cyberbullying. And for me, I haven't really done this or been a part of this. I definitely grew up in the time of my parents telling me, you better watch what you say because it'll come back around to get you, and especially if it's in print. And I kind of keep that in my back pocket, and I try to tell that to my students. However, the cyberbullying, it bleeds into my classroom all the time. It's not just social media. It's text messages. It's Snapchats. It's whatever other app there is to communicate with these kids all the time. Sometimes it's memes. They make memes of people that are just awful. And the biggest drama in my high school classroom is taking that Snapchat rant that happened on Saturday night and it bleeding into Monday at school or the whole week. And as educators, it didn't happen on campus. It didn't happen in any of our events. We have our hands tied. And I think the students have started to understand, well, I can express myself here and I can't be held accountable for it here. And then that big melting pot of who's going to fight who starts. It's sad that the kids know that that is a loophole. But overall, I have really, really enjoyed this class. I have enjoyed being a GA. I have learned a lot. And I have to say that so far in my master's program, I haven't felt very comfortable or proud or even confident to pass the comprehensive exam. But I do feel like this class has a lot of what I'm going to call stickability. It's what I call it in my class, whatever sticks. Because it was so easy to tie into the world today. Thank you, and I know I don't have you in the fall, but I hope that I continue to get to work with you and grow as a educated human being. But thank you, and I hope you have a great week.